What's up, YouTube? It's TJ Davis, aka Mr.Soulology, and I'm checking in with y'all straight from Soulology.club. Today, I'm gonna speak about everything there is to know about an Aries, because there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to astrology, especially these zodiac signs. So I'm gonna get right into it. First and foremost, when we talking about an Aries, understand the dynamic or the theme to an Aries person, right? This is a cardinal fire sign. When we're speaking about cardinal, for one, the modality in astrology is a lot more important and more significant than a lot of people want to give attention to, right? The modality actually entails how a person actually moves, right? It's almost like the given nature of a zodiac sign. Is as a cardinal sign, a cardinal fire sign, these people like to set the tone. They like to set a standard, and they definitely like to be numero uno, number one. Now, Aries people are the first zodiac sign based off the astrological calendar, right? Aries season starts every year, right around the spring equinox, right? So ultimately, when you understand how the modality works and thinking about what does this even mean? What does it represent with an Aries person? This is why Aries people are more times than not, they take action. Even when they appear to be impulsive, they're the person to get the job done. Now, whatever that job may be, that can differ. So let me back up a little bit. Aries is a cardinal fire sign. Cardinal meaning they like to set the tone, right? They're all about execution, taking action, jumping into things off the head first, because guess what? Aries is ruled by the head, or excuse me, Aries rules the head. Each zodiac sign takes rulership over a particular body part. So for Aries, we know that it's about the head, the face in general, right? So when we're talking about Aries people, understand we're talking about a person that's going to set the tone, and the fiery dynamic. This is what I want to get to. The element fire contributes to how passionate a person is, or how passionate a person can be. As a cardinal fire sign, as an Aries person, these people are naturally passionate. They're very courageous and often, being as fearless. This also comes with a little bit of a downside as well, because, Aries people are also said to be short-tempered and impulsive. And if you can understand the dichotomy between this passion and all this, big energy they bring to the table, you can definitely see why they would be known to be impulsive and also known to be a little short-tempered, right? I really want to say that with Aries people, right, they can be impatient because their mind works very quickly. Everything they do is fast. Again, they're all about setting the tone, getting to it, and then initiating something new, right? Because being the first zodiac sign, it's not just about being first. It's about bringing something new to the table. It's about blazing a trail. And these people can do it with a team, or they can do it all themselves, but for sure they're going to be the first in line to step up, whatever the occasion may be, right? Also, when we're speaking about Aries, or any zodiac sign for that matter, we need to definitely understand the fact that Aries people, especially, you have three types, right? Within one particular zodiac season, you actually have a decan. Now, a decan is said to be a different type, right? Decan is a part of the ancient astrology tradition, and it really represents a different layering of character or energy within a particular zodiac sign. So if a person's birthday, right, falls in the first 10 days of Aries season, this is what you would call a true Aries. Because a true Aries, or any zodiac sign for that matter, falling in the first 10 days of that particular zodiac season, they embody everything it means to be an Aries, right? The next 10 days, which would make them fall under the second decan. Now, this can vary by zodiac sign, but if we're talking about an Aries, they have a different sub-ruler. So Aries is naturally ruled by Mars, right? The planet of war, aggression, direction, and passion, right? But the second decan is actually ruled by the sun. So with this being said, this would mean that an Aries person in the second decan is actually an Aries person with a bit of a Leo energy. How so? Well, the sub-ruler of Aries is the natural ruler of Leo, giving them a connection, whereas a second decan Aries person will actually be a person that has a lot of Leo tendencies. So they're Aries, right? But within the fire element, they share the dynamic of a Leo person, right? And when we get to the third decan, right? This is the last 10 days of Aries season. This will be an Aries person with a bit of a Sagittarius vibe to themselves. How so? Because the third decan Aries person, they have a sub-ruler for Jupiter. And because Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius, this is how Aries and Sagittarius, this is how a third decan Aries person can have a Sagittarius energy to them as well. And I know that's like, wow, that seems strange. How it works is this. For every zodiac season, you have 3 decans. The first 10 days of every season, this is a natural zodiac sign, the natural Aries. They have the ruler and the sub-ruler for the planet Mars. The second decan, their sub-ruler is different. The third decan, their sub-ruler is different. But let me just give you all the specific days, right? Just to give you all specific days. So if your birthday is March 21st to March 31st, you actually a first decan Aries, right? So you're a true Aries through and through, right? If your birthday is April 1st to April 10th, you a second decan Aries, and now this is an Aries with a little bit of a Leo flair to them. So they might be a little bit more self-expressive, right? They may really stand strongly and thrive in leadership, right? In speaking their mind, right? And if this person, or if you're an Aries person and your birthday is between April 11th and April 19th, you are a third decan Aries. What this means is you are the most adventurous out of the Aries group. Why? Because your sub-ruler is Jupiter, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius, give you a more adventurous flair, a more expansive flair, and this expansion comes through trial and error. Y'all know when you think about a Sagittarius, right, the centaur, it's about the direction that one is taking. We all see that archer, right? Just to give y'all some context of what these different themes represent, right? But I just wanted to clear that up a little bit because I hear a lot of people speak to the decans, and it's a lot of different opinions and perspectives about this. I'm just giving y'all mine, right? And make sure y'all check out Soulology.club if y'all feeling this content. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, and tap in with the YouTube family, right? So back to my Aries people. Now, when we speak about Aries people, understand because they're the first zodiac sign, right? Sometimes they get the rap of being immature or, the most childish. I believe that's the furthest from the truth. The zodiac order, right, again, is based off the actual spring equinox. And if we really paying attention, y'all know the springtime brings with it new energy, new beginnings. They're things that are coming into full bloom. If we understand we have 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, well, in that order, it will be a repeated cycle. And with Aries starting the spring equinox, they start everything off. And this is how they have the first zodiac sign, right? Now, we could get into the constellations and the difference and how this all came about. That's in another video. I just want to give y'all context to understanding the Aries that much more, right? So when it comes to Aries people, these people are very competitive. They're competitive again because they have a yearning to be number one. The first zodiac sign, they coming for their number one spot. I just want y'all to understand and be able to get the context and the difference when you're dealing with a evolved Aries or an Aries that can use a little bit more development. Now, of course, when we talk about evolving and development, these things only mean one particular thing in general, but many people give different definitions to what it means to be evolved, what it means to be developed. When I'm speaking about evolution and development as an Aries person, I'm saying that there's no way we can see an Aries person as immature, because if we recognize what an Aries truly brings to the table, this is a person that's going to be up for any challenge. They're very courageous. They're very fearless. And these people know how to take action. A lot of times, Aries people provide a sense of courage and bravery that many people don't really know how to muster up. So as being a cardinal fire sign, right, these people bring so much to the table that whether they do it with the team or by themselves, they still get it done. This is some energy that many people would like to have around, right? This is just something that we have to understand about an Aries person, right? When you're dealing with an Aries person, understand this. They may get bored easily. This is because they're looking for the next best thing, right? And when I say the next best thing, I'm not speaking about this is a person that won't have a commitment in a relationship or doesn't know how to finish what they start. This is really about a person that is always looking for progress and direction, the best direction, the next direction. So they're always ahead of the curve. And again, this is what makes them such great trailblazers. Is everything you need to know about an Aries, right? So even when we're talking about the dynamic of what are their strengths? Well, an Aries' strongest strength is their ability to execute. I don't believe that they have an issue with starting anything. Their biggest challenge, though, with that, we will go back and say that they often may start too many things at one time. So the effectiveness regarding what they're actually completing may play a big part and may serve as a challenge for an Aries person, right? So for the strengths, let's just say they are the best executors you'll find. They're always going to be courageous and fearless, and they have enough energy to go around, right? I don't like to say weakness. I'm gonna say one of the challenges that an Aries probably could, overcome is understanding that there is a such thing as spreading yourself too thin. And when this happens, Aries people can kind of dilute their energy so they're not as explosive as they normally would be in certain areas, right? So understand this about an Aries person. Because the planet Mars, it not only represents aggression, directiveness, passion, desire, it also is our ability to get things done, the vitality that we have. So we understand the Mars influence over Aries. We can kind of see how these people seem to never get tired, right? So these are just quite a few things about an Aries, and might I add, as an Aries being the first zodiac sign, a cardinal fire sign, 3 decants within this season, it all contributes to the energetic body that an Aries person is bringing to the table. And they also, listen, they rule the head. So if you just pay attention to the next person you talk to, try to pick their brain, no pun intended, and see what steps they take to get ahead as an Aries person, right? Listen, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Shout out to YouTube. I am TJ Davis, aka Mr.Soulology, coming to y'all live from Soulology.club. If y'all liking this content, make sure y'all sub, smash that like button, and let me know what's going on.